I'm going to be trying another technique today that's normally done with resin, which is the reverse alcohol ink drop technique, where you just drop alcohol ink straight onto your mould, you pour over the top with resin, and it gives like a lovely effect. So I thought I'd try it with Eco today instead. I've picked out some of the Let's Resin alcohol ink colours. I've got peach red, I've got azure blue and cordial blue and purple, and I've also got this beautiful Dreamcatcher tattoo that I'll be using on it once it's demoulded. So I'll just get some Eco Resin mixed up and then we can get started. I've mixed up some of the Let's Resin Magic Pour. This is measured to a ratio of 3:1 by weight, so that's already and nicely mixed up in there. So next I'm just going to drop my alcohol inks straight down onto my mould. So some of the azure blue going down first. Pop some of that just here, there and everywhere. So that's that colour. Next I'm going to use the peach red. Pop some of that in. Get some down those sides as well. I think that will do for that one. Then I'm going to go in with the cerulean blue. So again, let's get some down those edges. And then just dot some of that around. That will do for that one. And then the last colour is the purple. So same again with this one. Just going to plop some of that down. Just a bit of that going down. Right, I think that will probably do. And then I'm just going to pour the Magic Pour straight over the top. Get that down in all those edges. Just let that find its own way all the way around the outside rim. There's lots of detail in that outer rim section. So let's just fill up this middle bit now. And then just top it all up with the rest. Hopefully I've made enough. Looks like I have. Just get that last little bit out. Scrape out my pot. Right, I think that would do. Just going to give that a little bit of a wiggle. That would do, I think. Right, so we'll leave this to cure and then I'll see you back for demould. This is all cured up now, so let's pop this one out, see how it's looking. Right, let's pop that to one side for a minute. It has stained my mould a bit there, but that won't affect the next time I use it, so not worried about that. Right, let's have a look. Oh, okay. I think I expected it to sort of blend in a bit more, but then I could have probably done with putting some more alcohol ink down, because that section there has blended quite nicely. Right, okay, so how does this look on there now? This pink's probably a bit brighter than I expected it to be. Let's just have a quick look at some of the other ones on here. See if there's some with some more pinky bits in it. King of Cats. It's quite nice, I suppose. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. What do you think? Oh, what should I do? That one or that one? Let's see if it looks different in a different position. I think we go with that line instead. Right, so what do I do with my scissors? There. I'm just going to trim off this writing down the bottom here. Don't want that to be on my tray. Just trim around some of this top section. And that bit there. Just take that bottom bit off there. Right, that looks okay like that, I think. So don't forget with your tattoo stickers, remove that top layer there. And then I'm just going to place that straight down onto the base there. Smooth that out fully onto there. Just pushing that down firmly into place. And then I'm just going to take some water on a cloth, a bit of kitchen towel, and just dab that over the top like you would do with a normal tattoo. Just get this covered in water. Make sure I cover all of that paper because I'm not sure where the tattoo starts and finishes. So I'm just going to make sure I've got it all completely covered and let that soak in. So now that should be ready to peel off. Just peel that away. Oh, pretty. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a smooth over. And because this is a tattoo, it is going to need sealing. So that's looking better, isn't it? I think that image is better. It goes better than that one. Right, so I'm just going to leave this to dry out for a bit and then we'll give it a top coat of resin. I've mixed up some of the Let's Resin epoxy resin, so I've got that nicely mixed in there, making sure to scrape around the sides and the bottom, get that mixed in thoroughly. And I'm going to add to that some of the Unicone Art crushed crystal. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of that into there and then get that mixed in. And then I'm just going to pour that straight over the top. I'll probably take all of that. So let's just get all of that in there. Scrape out my pot. And then I'm just going to make sure I've got this all nicely covered. Nice even cover. Just swishing it all the way around. Making sure it reaches all those edges. Just that last little bottom area to go there now. Just make sure I've covered over all those little beady ball details there. Let that level off for a minute. And then I'm just going to take a cigarette lighter torch. It's not got a very strong flame on it. So I'm just going to pop any bubbles that might be there. So we'll leave this to cure and then I'll see you back when it's ready. This is all cured now and looking lovely. I do think the pink was definitely a wrong colour choice though, but I didn't expect it to be that vibrant. And I think maybe if I was to try it again, I would put more alcohol ink down so it spread it out more. But I think overall, I think it was worth trying. Definitely not a disaster. Right, so I think next I'm going to use my own homemade sealing wax. This is made from natural coconut oil and soya wax to seal round the outside of the tray. So I'm just going to put some on this little makeup spongy thing and then just go round these outside edges just to make sure everything's all nicely sealed in. And you can see how that brings out that colour. Lovely. So I'll just do this all the way round and then leave that to settle in for a couple of minutes, and then we'll come back and buff it off. Now that's had a chance to soak in, I'm just going to go around with a clean, dry microfiber brush, rub that all in, get rid of any excess wax that might be in those little areas there. And I forgot to show you the edge. Let me just quickly show you the edge. Looking lovely. So let's just finish buffing this off. So now that's all sealed all around the outside there, and I'll do the back later, but just to finish it off, I'm just going to use some of these sticky cork pad things, just so it protects whatever surface it's going to go onto. So I think I'm just going to dot some of these around. That's those 4 done, and I think I'll just add another 4 just in between those, that last one in there. So I think that would do. So that's my tray all finished. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today. Stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.
Sunlight gleaming through the pane on my little houseboat domain. Got my molds and colors right, crafting magic day and night. Floating gently on the bay, watching little fishes play. But my mind's on swirls and gleam, living out a crafty dream. Got my epoxy hardener too, mix 'em up a shade of blue. Pour it slow with careful hand. Let's start resin in the land. Resin magic on the houseboat, turning plastic into gold. Little trinket, shiny new, crafted just for me and you. From a simple